Welcome to Wrestling Junkie, and today we have a different type of video. Today we have a reaction video, and the video today we'll be doing is rate 55 W wrestlers from legendary to bad. Shout out to Wrestling Quiz for the video. But yeah, let's get straight into the video.
Hello superstars, welcome to a new challenge. Rate the wrestler from legendary to bad.
So for some of these we're obviously there's only one answer for some of them, and we'll kind of fly through it because we have a lot of wrestlers. But yeah, starting off with John Cena, I think this is kind of obvious. It's legendary. He's a GOAT, and yeah.
Are you ready to start? Let's go. Here's the first one.
Reigns. So it's obviously still kind of early in his career, but he has achieved a lot. But I think the answer is legendary for me. I think
I'm actually gonna go epic. Cause it's, I don't know. He's definitely been great. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like there's a couple. Nah, I'm gonna have to go legendary. I have to. Now that I think about it a little more, it has to be legendary. Yeah. You don't hold the belt for that long. It's gonna be legendary.
Rhea Ripley. So this is interesting. So obviously there's multiple ways you can kind of like do your ranking and stuff like this, but I would say I'll go good.
I agree.
Because I don't think she is in that like class of like the best women's wrestlers of all time. I think she's definitely like more and more she's getting closer to that. I think as of right now she's not there yet, and I don't think she's anywhere below average or average or bad. So I think for me I'd go good.
Yeah, she's the champion right now. We'll see how long she holds it, and just depending off of that, that could bring her up all the way to legendary, depending on what she does with the belt in that time.
No. Alright, so who do we have next? We have
The next one is Hulk Hogan.
Okay. I mean, it has to be legendary.
Yeah,
you
this
can't
is
not say legendary.
Despite personal opinions, I think he's too iconic. Ooh, Montez Ford. Now this is a very interesting one. The thing is, if we're going all time, you can't, obviously you can't be legendary. However, he's not bad or average. So I'm between good or epic. I'm gonna go good just because he has done well in tag team division, but he has still, I think he has a lot left to give in WWE. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna say good, just strictly based off of the amount of matches he had, and he's obviously had the tag team belts. They lost him, but yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go good for now, but he's definitely getting towards epic. He's pretty close to that. He's so good.
Yeah, I think, and this might be a hot take, I don't know, but I think he has the potential to be a legendary level superstar in WWE. I think
Potentially.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see who we have next now. We have LA
Make your
Knight.
choice.
Okay, so obviously Money May just passed. A lot of people wanted him to win. However, he did it. I'll go. I hate to go good for everybody, but I think he's a good. Like, I don't think he's average. I think his mic skills are so good that you cannot put him in bad or average. I think he's at least good. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go good for this one.
Yeah, you have to go good. He's definitely not average. I don't think he's epic quite yet. We'll see what he does with this run that Triple H kind of hinted at that he could be going to in the press conference after Money in the Bank. But yeah, let's see what he does in the future.
I think this one's easy, legendary.
Yeah, has to be legendary.
Greatest masked wrestler of all time, greatest luchador of all time.
Natalia.
Tough.
She's definitely between good and average for me.
Yeah.
But she is a heart too, so that might boost her just a little bit based off of that.
But I mean, if anything though, she's a heart, and if we're being honest, had she lived up to, Bret Hart standards, Owen Hart standards, and the Neidhart standards, has she?
I'm gonna say average for her. I'll say average.
Yeah, I think this is average for me as well. I don't think she's in that upper echelon, like you mentioned for Rhea. I don't think she's up there yet.
She could definitely move up for sure, though.
Oh, yeah.
She's still fairly young in the company. She's been there quite a while, don't get me wrong, but she could easily go up.
Yeah, but I think her impact as well shouldn't go unrecognized as well. She's had a great impact on the women's division since she's pretty much got there. She's one of the main reasons why it got so where it's now, to be honest. So
for sure.
Yeah. Shinsuke. Ooh, this is a really tough one because, obviously I'm not too familiar with his stuff outside of WWE, but I know he was very great. That's where he got the name King of Strong Style. So it's hard to say.
I'm going to say Epic myself.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Epic just because I don't know enough about New Japan Shinsuke and his, tours before WWE and stuff like that. So I think Epic is perfect for him.
Yeah, just based off his athleticism and the things he does in the ring, he deserves Epic.
For sure. Ooh, well, the Mr. Money in the Bank right now. I'm going to go good. I think he's somebody who is slowly getting better and is somebody who WWE seems to be pushing, quite heavy. Obviously, he just wins Money in the Bank, so a lot of potential there. But I'm going to go good.
I'm going to go average, I think, for now. He just won Money in the Bank, so he'll probably go on some sort of run in the near future. Potentially even win another championship. So yeah, I'm going to put him in the average category for now.
Don't forget to leave your answers. The next one is Logan Paul.
Paul.
I'm gonna say average.
Yeah, I think the reason why I would have boosted him is because he has been so good at such a short amount of time, and he's been phenomenal. But I do think, just standards-wise, compared to other people, you can't put him too high. I think average is a good.
Especially after his mess up he just had on Money in the Bank. Oh. So this is definitely a tough one because I could see people put him in Legendary. I'm gonna go Epic myself because he's just that good in the ring, and he's a good, talker as well. Gives good promos and all that. But I'm gonna put him in Epic for now.
I think I'm gonna put him in Legendary. He's one of the best technical wrestlers in WWE right now. Like you mentioned, great on the mic, always great in the ring. Has had great storylines. So for me, I'm gonna put him Legendary. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's understandable too.
So I'm gonna go Legendary.
World Heavyweight Champion still.
Yeah.
What is your choice?
Perez.
So if you know me, this is one of my favorites to come out of NXT. I'm gonna go good because I think she is just that good. She's obviously been missing for a while. She had an injury not too long ago. But yeah, I'm gonna put her in the good category for now because she's just so new to the company.
Yeah, I'm gonna put her in good, but I'm gonna put her also there because how much she's accomplished in such a short time and how young she is. I think she's under 25 and she's phenomenal. She's been world champion WWE already. I'm pretty sure she was a world champion in Ring of Honor as well, which is insane to think. That was about 3-4 years ago at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna put her good for sure. Definitely has potential to be legendary. I think
100%.
I think she's one of the best. Bobby Lashley. Ooh. So this is another one where you gotta think about his first one in WWE, like that early 2007-ish time period, and obviously his return. I'm gonna go good. I think
I'll give him the Epic. I really loved his storyline from way back with the whole Umaga, with the Donald Trump and Vince McMahon thing. They had a legendary moment where they shaved, McMahon's head bald, and I really love that feud between him and Umaga.
Yeah, I'm gonna go good just because. To me, I do think he's great. However, I don't think he's in that. I think Epic and Legendary you have to reserve it for very few people, and I don't think he's there yet, for me at least. But I think he still has a lot to offer. I think we'll still see him for a few more years. So that can definitely.
For me, he just held so many belts and championships, tag team, world heavyweight, all
Cody
that.
Rhodes.
Okay. This is another Epic. I'm gonna just say it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Epic. He hasn't finished the story yet, so. Ooh.
Oh, I think this is another Epic already too.
Ooh.
Shit, like I could definitely, you know, I could see people say good potentially. I can see some people say legendary as well. I'm gonna go Epic and meet in the middle, kind of, because she is just that good in the ring. She is still the champion as of today, and yeah, she's Epic for me for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Epic as well. But for me, she's closer to legendary than good for sure.
I agree.
Simple, legendary, one of the GOATs.
One of the greatest tag teams. I love the Brood. Did good as a solo. Deserved.
Austin Theory. I'll go
good.
Yeah, I'll go good as well. I think he's again super young, has a lot of potential, and I think down the line, obviously, you keep working on things. I think he'll be phenomenal. But as of this moment, I'm gonna go good as well.
Oh, this is another one that I'm gonna put in the same category as Bobby, and I'm gonna say Epic. Some people will probably say legendary. Some people might say good. But I'm going to do it once again and meet in the middle and say Epic.
Yeah, I'm going to go legendary. I think Brock has been amazing. Obviously, these last few years haven't been his best years, but I think he still does what he needs to do. And, yeah, I think I love Brock, especially older Brock, like watching back things. He's one of my favorites.
And what is your answer?
Yeah, I'm going to go legendary for Brock. AJ. Similar to Shinsuke, where he's had an amazing career at every single place. You know what? I'm going to go legendary.
I'm going to say Epic. I would like to see him win like some more championships potentially, have like some main event style matches. He obviously hasn't had too many of those. But yeah, I think I would just like to see a little bit more as far as like on the achievement side of things. He's obviously phenomenal in the ring. But yeah, I just would like to see him get a couple more achievements before I put him in legendary.
Yeah, I'm gonna go legendary. I think he's a GOAT. He carried TNA as well, so.
My thing is, if I put Rollins in Epic, I have to put him in Epic as well. That's my thing about it. Oh,
Bianca.
She is obviously one of the greatest, like in the wrestling right now, and all of the women's division and all of wrestling, no matter which company you choose. I'm gonna go Epic already.
That's what I was gonna do as well. I was like, she's not good because I think she's better than good, but she's not legendary yet. But I think by the time she hangs up her boots, I think she will definitely be legendary.
100%.
So yeah. And again, I'm pretty sure she's like fairly young too. I think she's not even in her 30s yet. So Triple H, legendary. Again, one of my favorites of all time. Again, another GOAT.
This is my favorite of all time.
Io.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Once again, another Money in the Bank winner from this year.
Mm-hmm.
Potential split of Damage Control coming soon. She is amazing. I don't know about her mic skills too much. I haven't seen like a whole lot of that. She's not really the talker. They kind of leave that to Bailey.
Yeah, it's also kind of hard. Obviously, she's naturally Japanese, so it's kind of hard. So I don't similar to Asuka, where she's very limited. Obviously, her English, I'm sure, is good for how long she's probably been learning it, but I'm sure it's not very fluent and very, she has probably struggles at time. But for me, I'm gonna go good because I think she's still. Some probably say this for a lot of people. She has still a lot to offer, and I think she has potential to be legendary. But I think she's also close to Epic. I think she's one of the greatest in this era right now that we're in.
Potentially by the end of this year, she could be Epic, depending on how this Money in the Bank cash-in goes and all that. But yeah, I'll agree with you and say good. But she's on the verge of Epic for me. She's really that good.
Yeah.
The next one is Randy Orton.
This is a simple one. It's legendary for me.
Yeah, I was thinking of Epic, but nah, you have to put him in legendary.
Johnny Gargano. Ooh.
Okay.
So this is somebody who recently I've been watching a lot of the NXT takeovers, the ones I missed because there's a little time period where I haven't watched any of the takeovers. So watching back old Johnny Gargano, he's one of my favorites. I love him. I'm gonna go just because he obviously in recent times he hasn't been showed the best, but knowing what he's capable of, I'm gonna go Epic. To be honest, he's truly one of the best technicians in WWE right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with good. I haven't seen a whole lot from him. I could be honest because I've missed like a whole like period of wrestling where I stopped watching, and he was in that period unfortunately. So I'm gonna say good for now, but I also believe you and say he's epic as well.
Yeah, just thinking about like some of those NXT Takeover matches, I'm like, I can't put him good. He's way too good for that.
What is your choice?
Okay.
For me, I'm gonna go epic. I think she's in the top 10. This might be a hot take, I don't know. Top 10 best women's wrestlers of all time, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna put her in epic as well, and she's kind of in that same category as Bianca, I think, where by the time she retires, she'll more than likely be legendary. She had really good runs. Once again, another Money in the Bank participant this year, and yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah.
I think she'll be legendary by the time she's over with, for sure. Legendary. Not too much to talk about with that one. Y'all love the history of the Rock.
Ooh, riddle.
Okay.
So
He just lost at Money in the Bank once again this year. That's like all these people have been in the Money in the Bank, surprisingly. I'll put him in good though.
yeah, I don't think he's in that level of epic yet. Very, very good, but I think he has a lot to offer. So I'm good as well. Booker T.
Ooh, he's on the verge of legendary for me. I think I'm gonna go epic, but he's on the verge of legendary. Like.
For me, when I think of the legendary people, I'm thinking of like Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and he's very, very close. But for me, obviously, this could change. Obviously, the more I watch older pay-per-view, older shows and stuff like that, go watch WCW things and stuff like that. But for me personally, I'm gonna go epic. I just don't think he's that legendary.
Yeah, I've seen most of his matches. I'm obviously quite a bit older than Justin, so I've seen like probably majority of his matches, and yeah, I don't think he's quite legendary. Now, if this was a WCW list, he would be legendary.
Yeah.
But for as a whole career, what he did in WWE as well, not that he did bad in WWE, but the talent in WWE is so like thick. You know what I mean? Like there's just so many like goats of wrestling in WWE that you have to. I think he deserves the epic.
Yeah, I think part of that is also. I think most of the time in his fault. I think he went from world champion in WCW to being like at first he was a like main eventer, but then kind of like slid down very fast.
This is another epic for me.
For me, yeah, epic. He's in that same tier of like Shinsuke, AJ, Seth. He's there again. Somebody who's had an amazing career everywhere he's been. So. One of my favorites. However,
I'm gonna have to go good for him in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the recent years haven't helped him, and obviously when he first started, he was part of Spirit Squad, so that can either help him or hurt him. For me, it hurts him, so I'm gonna go good as well. Sadly, so yeah, Drew McIntyre. All right. For me, I'm gonna go epic because I think. Since his like coming back to WWE in like 2017, I think he's been great since then. Had a great run at NXT. Got called up to the main roster pretty fast. And when he was originally in WWE, in, like about 2009, even though he was a heel, I did like enjoy him. He was like somebody who was like very different, and I can tell like he was very talented, but he was pushed obviously, but not to where I think he could have been. So.
I'm gonna go good for now. He's definitely like right on the verge of epic. Just made his return this year at Money in the Bank. So I'm sure he has a bright future and a big storyline planned for him.
Yeah. Alright, so after Drew
The next
McIntyre,
one
we
is
have
The Undertaker.
Legendary. Probably my top 3 favorites of all time.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah. Selena. Ooh.
Okay, this is a new one. Once. For the 100th time this video, once again in Money in the Bank this year. Had a huge spot that I absolutely love. Probably my favorite spot of that match. I mean, you kind of have to put her in good, I feel like, because she's relatively new.
I'm going to go average because she is new. However, she has did some stuff like a few years ago in like it's only recently this. She is somebody who I would definitely put, if there's an award for like most improved for this year. She's definitely somebody I would put up there for sure. But as of right now, I'm gonna put average. I don't think to me she is somebody like on the similar level of Natalia. I do think she's better than Natalia. However, I don't think she's like an entire tier above Natalia for me. So I think just for keeping consistency, I'm gonna go average. But somebody who I definitely think could move up a lot.
Make your choice.
Ooh, Sheamus.
That's a tough one.
I'm gonna go Epic because he's somebody who I've pretty much liked my entire time since he's been in the WWE. Seeing him, and then when he first debuted on main rosters and stuff like that, then now he's still great and phenomenal. I'll honestly say this is probably the best he's been in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm gonna put him in Epic for sure.
I'll put him in good just because I feel like it's hard to put him on the same category as like the Seths and the Finns and the AJs. So I'll go good. But yeah, that's definitely a tough one. I'm going legendary. A lot of people might say epic. I'm gonna go legendary.
Yeah,
Best tag team of all time, in my opinion.
And we have Yokozuna. Okay. I haven't seen too much of him, so I can't put him too high. I know he is iconic. However, I don't think he is the best. Obviously, he's at a disadvantage, obviously, because of weight and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put him in good, just because of that's mainly carried by being so iconic, in my opinion.
Yeah,
so.
I'll put him in epic. He has had some legendary matches, but yeah, I won't put him in the legendary category. But I'll say epic.
And what is your answer?
Matches that he has had. I'm gonna say average. Everyone knows I'm not a huge fan of Ronda. If you've watched the channel. A lot of people might say good. A lot of people might say epic. I'm gonna say average though.
Yeah, I'm gonna average as well.
Epic in UFC though.
Yeah, one of the goats.
The Miz.
Another epic for me.
Yeah, epic. He's had a phenomenal career and deserves his flowers. Somebody who I think will end up in legendary. Xavier. Now, obviously he hasn't been showcased as well as like Big E and Kofi Kingston, but I'm still gonna put him in good. I think he is a great third man and he plays his role perfectly, and for that I'll put him in good. And I think if he ever is given the opportunity, I think he will prove a lot of people wrong in just
as a tag team, New Day as a whole, definitely epic. But as a solo, I'm definitely going to put him in the good category as well.
So after Xavier Woods, we have Batista, legendary for me.
Honestly, I'm going to say epic.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm just going to say epic.
Andy, so honestly, somebody who's released not too long ago at the end of last year. I'll go good. She had a great title reign. And I think her NXT run, like going back to NXT, was a great call, and I think she kind of like helped herself out a lot, because obviously when she first debuted on main roster, it wasn't the best.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So yeah, I'll go good. I hope she returns. I don't know if she ever will go back to wrestling, but if she ever does, somehow I'll be excited for her. Now, somebody who's very new, but has been put into a spot to have amazing moments and have like amazing like start to his career. I'm real good.
Yeah, you kind of have to go good. You can't put him in epic. He's been in for a little under a year, because I believe he came in at SummerSlam last year.
Clash at the Castle last year.
Oh, Clash at the Castle. Okay. So yeah, he hasn't even been in for a full year yet. But definitely his future is super, super bright.
Yeah, I think in the next year and a half, he will definitely have some more on his waist at one point in the league. So Eve Marie, I'm gonna put it bad.
I would say bad. I'm gonna say average. I don't know. Bad's a little harsh to put on anybody in the
Steve
WWE,
Austin.
in my opinion.
I mean, this is self-explanatory. He's legendary. He's a goat, if not one of the goats. Omos, I'll go average.
Yeah, I'll agree. Yeah.
But it's one of the better big now. I'll say that. Dom.
Okay.
So for a pure character development, he's had one of the best like arcs in WWE history of being somebody who the crowd were kind of like disliking and kind of wanting to just be off their screens a lot, to being one of the like the best heels in WWE right now. I'm gonna go good because again, he's somebody who's really young, has a lot still to give, so I'm gonna go good.
Yeah, I'll say good as well. He came in probably like between good, average, and bad. And then he's literally just worked his way up like very high. Like he's definitely gonna get to epic before he's over. I think.
Oh yeah, I think he's been doing for legendary as well.
His promos are great.
Shayna, I'll go good.
Yeah.
Don't forget to leave your answers.
But somebody who I think could go back to epic. Kurt, I'm gonna go legendary. I think he's somebody who is very. I think at this point I think he's kind of underrated. I think people don't give him enough credit. So I'm gonna go legendary for me.
This is kind of tough for me, because hard is like I said. I'm trying to keep that legendary category for like the best of the best, which obviously he's up there with the best of the best. But I kind of put him in that Seth Rollins, AJ Styles category. That's like slightly better than them, but also slightly worse than like an Undertaker, Triple H. So I'm gonna say epic. He's in between epic and legendary. I say that.
Yeah, for sure.
What is
Charlotte,
your choice?
I'll go epic because I think she's a great heel, and that's what she should be a lot of the time. However, WWE doesn't put her as a heel enough. Obviously, right now she's a face, and I don't think it's okay. But I think obviously she's a way better heel. But I think as a talent, she has been phenomenal since her main roster appearance. So I'm gonna go epic for me.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to put her in epic. She's definitely not in the good category. She's not quite in the legendary category, so she has to be epic.
Dexter Loomis. I'm gonna go average because I haven't seen enough of him, and honestly, he hasn't been used much either. So I'm gonna go average, just because I'm assuming he has more to offer.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to copy your answer on this one as well.
After Dexter, we have Roddy Piper. I think this is legendary. Somebody who I haven't watched too much of, but he's one of the greatest heels of all time. That's one thing I do know for sure. So.
Yeah, for sure. I'll have to put Miller in.
Brett, legendary. Arguably the best technician of all time. So.
Made that type of wrestling popular, period.
I'll go good.
Yeah, he's good.
I don't think he's in that Seth Rollins tier, but he's not also in like a Dexter Loomis tier, so I don't think good is his tier. Sting, for me, legendary. Yeah. Somebody who
the best, in my opinion, in WCW. I love Sting.
And Emma, I'm gonna go average, just because she is good, but she hasn't had the opportunities since her return. But I'm gonna go average.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be your entire 55. So.
And bonus question.
It's legendary. We already kind of said that. Yeah.
Leave your answer in the comment below.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Let us know if you would change anything. If there's one that maybe we got completely wrong in your opinion, let us know that in the comments. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next video.